welcome back to my channel. My name is Brenda, and for today's video, we are going to be kicking off the season with some spring decorating. The entire US right now is going through this weird like winter storm. I'm in California and it's 45 degrees outside, which that is not normal here, okay? And it's like snowing at the beach. We are going to try and manifest the spring vibes over here, and we're gonna do some spring decorating. So I'm very excited. I hope you guys are as well. If you guys have been following me for a while, then you know that this year my goal is to be a little bit more minimal and more intentional with my purchases. After being on YouTube for 3 years, it gets really exhausting having to constantly move decor here and there and all over the place, in from the garage, out from the garage, having a new box. It just gets so exhausting. So I want to be a little bit more intentional. So for my current subscribers, there might be some things that stay the same. There's not some new styling, but for my new subscribers, then hopefully you guys get some more inspiration. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and hop right into it.
So starting off with the focal point for my living room, I wanted to really bring in florals for the spring season, and I was actually scrolling through Instagram and I saw a post by Amber Interiors, and they basically had this beautiful large pot with tons of flowers in it. So that was my goal for this. I'm not sure exactly what flowers they used, but I decided baby's breath was going to be my choice. And basically I bought 4 bunches from Trader Joe's, and I think I'm going to go back for a little bit more just to make it more fuller. As it dries, it starts to shrink just a little bit. So anyways, I basically took this small little vase that I bought from, I think, Michael's, and I went ahead and spread apart all the branches and then kind of crisscrossed them inside so that they kind of like spread out outwards, I guess, if that makes sense. And it gave it like this wispy look. Once I was done with that, I went ahead and took this really large vintage vase that I purchased from a decor shop here in California. Unfortunately, they are closed already. But if you live in Texas, I'm more than happy to share their information. But basically I took this and then I put that inside, and then as you can see now, it gives it this really pretty, just like open look to it. And it just looks much more different than as if you would just put it in the big pot. So as you guys can see, just the flowers themselves make such a big statement in this room. And honestly, I would probably even just leave it here and not decorate the coffee table. But anyways, on one corner, I added my decorative boxes. These are so pretty, and what I love about it is that you can hide remotes in them, and they look like designer books for like half of the cost. And then on the other side, I added this marble tray from Target, and then I like to style it with a little plate, a candle, and I believe it's called a candle snuffer. maybe it's wrong, I don't know, but whatever that thing is. Then on the other corner, I added this book that I thrifted, and my favorite thing to do here is to add a magnifying glass. I've been doing this for the last 2.5 years, and it's my favorite way to style magnifying glasses, so definitely let me know if you guys do the same. So moving on to my console table, we're going to start with this beautiful art print. So I printed at CVS. I will leave a link to it down below. You can find it on Etsy for about $3, I believe. And I wanted to make it look a little bit more custom. So I got it printed in glossy photo paper, and then I just took the matte Mod Podge and I basically just put it on top of it. You could probably make it a little better by actually following the strokes of the picture, but I decided not to just because it would be too much work for me. But if you have more time on your hands, definitely do it that way. It'll look a lot more realistic. But I just did crisscrosses and X's all over the place, and it still turned out really well. And then right next to it, I added this vase and then a candlestick holder with a candle that I thrifted. So I've been getting a lot of questions on where I get my vintage black pots, and the one that's on the coffee table, so like I mentioned earlier, that one is from a shop that unfortunately is closed now, but they moved to Texas. So if you do live there, I'm more than happy to share information with you guys. I don't know if they have them all the time, because when it comes to like vintage items, they typically get like shipments of things, and they don't constantly have those things in stock unless it's like an actual home decor store like McGee and Co. or Meridian. Like that's a little different because they have like that stock. when it comes to these like warehouses, it's just whatever they have in at the moment. So anyways, I'm more than happy to share their info. But for example, with this one with the little handles, I actually found this one on Facebook Marketplace, and I believe I got it for $50, which is such a great deal because these you can find on Etsy for over $120, which is crazy. I will link it down below for you guys, all the Etsy options, but I definitely recommend searching on Facebook because you can honestly run into some amazing deals. It might not be always constant. You have to be very, very persistent when it comes to like those places because you don't know when they're going to be listed, but you can really save a good penny. So anyways, for this section here, I decided to add some cosmos. I thought that would be the perfect touch to spring. I only ended up using 2 stems because I really wanted it to be a very nice, minimal, and just organic look to it. And it also makes them look a little bit more wispy. So anyways, these cosmos are from Hobby Lobby. Absolute favorite. And I'm so happy that I picked them up this year. All right, so moving on to this side of the house. So excuse the mess. I typically don't show this to you guys. I have everything like ready to go and ready to decorate, so it looks nice and pretty. But let me know if you guys don't mind seeing like messes behind the scenes when I'm decorating. But anyways, I moved this mirror and I just bought this ladder from Hobby Lobby. And believe it or not, it's only $38. Just make sure that you look for the right one. They have 2 of them that look the exact same, but one is 48 and one is 38. I don't know what the difference was. I stared at both of them and I was so confused. But anyways, I got it for $38 and it looks so, so cute. And then moving on to my console table in the entryway. So I've been having a lot of conflicts with this console piece because I don't know. I'm like falling out of love with it and I don't want to because I still love it so much. I just don't think it's my vibe anymore. I feel like it's a little bit too rustic for me. But anyways, for this section, I decided to do some fresh tulips. They look so beautiful and every time I look at them, they make me so happy. And from what I can tell, I added that little copper penny and it seems like they've been propped up really nicely. And then right next to it, as you can see, I added some candlestick holders and then these faux candles from Amazon, paper mache bowl, and then this beautiful lamp from Target. And that's basically it for my entryway. I wanted to keep it very, very minimal and it turned out very well.
All right, and that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely let me know if you guys are gonna be recreating any of these things. I know a lot of you guys already went to Trader Joe's to get the baby's breath, and I actually had one of you guys comment on my Instagram and were like, is it just me or does baby's breath like smell? Like, does it stink to you guys? And I never actually noticed the smell until she mentioned that. And I was like, really? I'm like, I've never noticed it. So I immediately ran over and I sniffed it. And oh my God, it does have like a little bit of a funky smell, but I really don't mind it. It's not like really strong. Like for example, marigold. Marigold is stinky. Although I love the smell. Some people don't like it. I love marigold smell, but it's not as strong as that, but it does have like a weird funky smell. So if anything, you can always spray like some room spray on it or I don't know, perfume. So yeah, I really don't mind it, but definitely let me know if you guys recreate any of this. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave it down below in the description box, and I will see you guys for my next video.